I'm a little late today in letting them outside, and Charlie's already gone inside because, as I said, we're late today, and so Charlie wants his treats. But Chiggy, when he's by himself, is just a little Chiggy. Chiggy, what do you do? Chiggy is so busy. Hi. Hi. So beautiful. So beautiful, Gao. I had to put flea control on my cats 2 or 3 days ago. Trigg hates it. Absolutely hates it. Scrunches up his neck. Gets very upset about it. Runs away from it. Tries to run away from the smell on the back of his neck. And Charlie, it's like you didn't do anything to him. So anyway, I do it pretty much every 6 to 8 weeks when, insects are active. I don't do it when it's winter and it's icing and snowing and stuff. And then the reason I do it so I don't do it every month is to obviously put less on them, because I know it's not the best thing, but I also, it actually helps Charlie not itch as much. A while ago I learned that Charlie might be allergic to flea bites, and so he stops itching when it's put on, and then also it keeps heartworm and mosquitoes and all that kind of stuff away. So the manufacturer says that you're supposed to put on it every month, and I think that's just to help humans remember, but it's also helps with sales. And so I told my vet at one point, I'll put it on, but I'm not going to put it on every month exactly at the same time. I'm going to put it on every 6 to 8 weeks, and she said I do the same with my cats. It depends on where you live, though. If you need it that frequent. Oh my goodness. Anybody want to eat him? I do. Depends on where you live. We live in a place that's high humidity, but it also freezes. So when it freezes, it kills a lot of the insects, which is great. But in a place like Florida that's high humidity and freezes, or doesn't freeze, then the frequency might need to be more. Something else I recently learned. Oh, darn it. She got too close. Is that, because my vet used to say, like, we'll write a prescription, and then if you can find it cheaper online, go with that. And now they won't write the prescription. You have to buy it from them. And I asked them about it, why did they change their tune with that? Because it seemed like an upsell or something like that. And they said that there's no control of the product when it's sold online as far as heat is concerned, and I would agree with that, because my UPS and FedEx drivers literally leave boxes on my front stoop, which is the hottest place facing the sun that exists. This is my attempt to grow wildflowers this year to help out with monarchs and hummingbirds, and it just looks like a bunch of weeds. But I'm going to keep letting them grow, and then obviously basil. So she said the only way to really know if the product has been temperature controlled is if you buy it from a vet, and because it has chemicals in it, it needs to be temperature controlled. So that's what we do. I recently had a reader write me and say that Revolution is the flea control that I use. It's an alcohol-based one, so it doesn't leave that like greasy line. And the reader said, that they had purchased Revolution, but that it was really expensive, and they wanted to know if there was another option. And that's just not something that I would mess with, given what its purpose is and given what's involved in it. So that's my 2 cents. Do you guys use flea control, and what do you use? I tried all the natural ones. Never worked. We got fleas, and I hate having fleas. I never want to have fleas again in my life. What is ironic is that my cat Rags, who was 16 when I moved into my house by myself, and he lived until he was 19. At 16, he had just finished his chemo. He had lymphoma of the liver, and I started letting him outside, and he never ever had flea control and never ever got fleas. And I wonder if it's because of what his blood was like, you know, given what he had been through medically, and the fleas just weren't interested. But pretty amazing, given that he had 3 years of outside and never got them. There's also something that I think it has to do with the B12 vitamin that keeps flies uninterested in a cat. So I've always wondered too if I could ever get Charlie and Trigg to eat a more, cat true diet, which would be raw food, then would we need to do flea control or not? This is where rabbits pass through. And look at all those weeds I need to pull over there. Isn't that nice? That's so nice.
Chiggy, you're too big to fit through there, but you like to chase the bunnies through theirs. Yes, you do. You like to chase the bunnies, Chiggy. Chase the bunnies.
Alright, guys. Hope you're having a good day, and we will see you next time.
How I get fruit airs. How I get on our side airs. How you get fruit airs. How do you do that? You don't get to do. You get fruit air? Oh, I'm gonna get the grass. I eat the grass on the other side of the air.